All right, good morning. This is our Tuesday, April 7th meeting. If you guys have been logged on for the last like 30 minutes or so on our Zoom meeting, then Miss Dominguez actually went ahead and shared your guys' schedule for today. If you have any questions, you can message us. I'm just going to be using this YouTube video to be showing you guys your science test. So this is your actual science test for tomorrow. We're going to be reviewing each of the questions and the answers, and I will be talking about where you guys can find these questions in your workbook. So let's go ahead and start with number one. True or false? Both water and wind can change the shape of land. That's going to be on page 5, and the answer is going to be true. Okay, true. Number two, if you put pieces of chalk in a jar and shake the jar for 2 minutes, what will happen to the chalk? That's going to be on page 9, question number 7, and the answer is that the chalk will break up into pieces. Number 3, the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces is called weathering, and that's on page 12. 12. Number 4, blink happens when water or wind carries rocks and soil to a new place, and that is called erosion, and it's up on page 18. Number 5, a blank is someone who studies Earth and its materials, and that is going to be on page 23, and the answer is a geologist. Number 6, which sentence about weathering and erosion is false? The answer is C, erosion is the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces, and that's on page 27. Oops. Okay, please don't be annotating on my paper. Let me see. Annotate, disable annotating. Perfect. Okay. Next, number 7, true or false? Weathering is the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces. Erosion is when the bits of rocks get carried away. Weathering is the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces. Yes, that is true. And that will also be on page 27. Number 8, which things can cause very quick changes to Earth's surface? And that's on page 29, and it's going to be all of the above: volcanoes, floods, landslides, and earthquakes. Number 9, how long do most earthquakes last? That's going to be on page 31. They last only 10 to 30 seconds. Make sure you don't get that confused with minutes, so seconds. Number 10, a blank is a shake in Earth's crust or outer layer. That's on page 36, and the answer is an earthquake. Number 11, a blank is a sudden movement of soil or rock from higher to lower ground, and that is going to be a landslide on page 37. Number 12, a blank can happen when a lot of rain falls quickly, is going to be a flood. Number 13, true or false, a flood can damage plants and homes, and that is going to be also on page 38, and the answer is true. It makes it hard for plants and animals to live. Number 14, a blank is an opening in Earth's surface when melted rock or gases are forced out, and that is a volcano. And then also on page 39 is going to be question 15. When a volcano erupts or blows up, lava flows onto parts of Earth's landscape. Okay. Number 16, which of these natural disasters are mostly causes crack? And you're going to have to go back onto page 36 to see that one, and that would be an earthquake. Number 17, true or false? A geophysicist studies changes to Earth's surface, and that is going to be true, and you can find that on page 46. Number 18, which items below describe a quick change to Earth's landscape? And that's going to be on page 49, and the answer was B, dirt moving down a steep hill. That would be a quick change. And then number 19, people can blink or help stop erosion, and that's going to be on page 56, and the answer is prevent. People can prevent or help stop erosion. And then number 20 is also on page 56. Natural resources are things that come from Earth, for example, like plants and rocks. And then number 21, true or false, a civil engineer manages construction projects, and that is going to be on page 62, and that is true. Number 22, why do people put straw wattles on hills? Choose the best answer. Is it to be, and it's going to be to prevent erosion, which is on page 64. So they put straw wattles on hills to prevent erosion. And then number 23, a farmer is planting a windbreak to protect her crops. Which of the following could she think about when she makes a model? The answer is E, all of the above. How far apart, where to plant, the size, the shape. So it's all of the above. And then the last two questions, label the photo, choose the method used to prevent erosion. That's going to be a windbreak. So those trees are causing the wind to not push away and pull away their soil and their plants. And then number 20, oh, this is page no, 25. And then number 25 is choose the method used to prevent erosion. And then that is going to be straw wattles. Okay, so that is your science review for tomorrow's test. You're going to be taking it in Google Classroom, and Miss Park and Miss Dominguez will be posting it on Google Classroom, and you guys will submit it there. All right, hopefully that helped. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can stay on. Let me turn off my video.